The next way to price your home for sale is to call up a real estate agent. Yes, you heard me correctly. Ask a real estate agent to conduct a competitive market analysis on your home and tell you what they would list your home for and why. Should you do this? It's completely up to you. I mention it here because it's popular among FSBO sellers. About 1 in 5 of the sellers I interview tell me that this is a way that they determine their listing price. Believe it or not, real estate agents love to do this. Why? They are going to call you anyway to try to get your listing. A free competitive market analysis is what they will offer to get their foot in the door with you. The process I am going to teach you below is a way to turn the tables in your favor. Instead of the agent calling you, you will call the agent and request this. You are in control. When you call an agent, you don't have to lie or even hint that you will hire them. You can be straightforward and honest. Agents will still want to do this for you. The sad fact is that most FSBO sellers do not know what they are doing because they're not well trained. Because of this lack of training, they do all the work and give up too soon and hire an agent. These agents think that you will give up too and hire an agent. Each agent you talk to wants to be at the top of mind when you give up. But you won't do that, and this is why I'm telling you about this. Here's a word of caution before we get into this process. Never rely on a single agent to give you a price for your home. After my dad passed away a few years ago, my mom was worried about maintaining our family home that had 4 acres. She wanted to sell it, so she called a local real estate agent. I knew the agent from high school. We played on the same Little League baseball team together. My dad even worked with his dad at the coal mine. What can I say? It's a small town, the kind with 1 stoplight. The agent came over to look around the property. He asked a few questions and then told my mom that she should list the house for $50,000. This was much less than we were expecting. Less than a year later, we had the house appraised, and it appraised for $69,500. The agent was off by $19,500, or almost 30%. Wow. If this was an isolated incident, I wouldn't have even brought this story up. But it's not. One of my first interviews in 2014 was with Mary Ann from Jacksonville, Florida. She was selling her late mother's house in one of the historic districts in town. She called a real estate agent but never told him about the 2-year-old appraisal that they had on the house. He told her to list her house for much less it had appraised for, almost $100,000 less. And get this, it just so happens that he had a friend who was ready to make an offer for the listing price. She did the smart thing and listed her house on her own. When the house sold, she received an amount close to what it had appraised for just a couple years earlier. Because of this, I strongly recommend 2 simple rules to make sure that no one takes advantage of you. Number 1, make sure that you receive a competitive market analysis from at least 3 different agents. You should get at least 2 that are close in price. If one comes back extremely high or low, then throw that one out. If the 3 are not even close, either invite more agents into the mix or pay for an appraisal. Number 2, make sure that you only ask full-time agents for the competitive market analysis. Many real estate agents are part-time. They're stay-at-home moms or dads looking for a way to earn extra money, or someone with a full-time job who wants to make some money on the side. These agents are not professional and are not dedicated to their craft. Make sure that you find an agent who is full-time and has 10 or more years experience. This will ensure you have someone who knows what they're talking about. At least we'd hope they would. Now that we have the warnings out of the way, let's get into how this is going to work. Number 1, start by researching and find at least 3 full-time agents with 10 or more years experience as an agent. In most cases, just throw a rock and you'll hit 1 or 2. Number 2, call them and use the script below. Note that there's a script for talking to the agent and leaving the message. Number 3, set up a time for an agent to come visit your house. The first visit should be for about 30 minutes. Number 4, the agent will visit your house, ask you some questions and get the information needed, and then leave. If the agent tries to give you a big sales presentation at that point, that's a big red flag. She's trying to sell you before even providing value. Most agents will give you the sales pitch after they've completed your analysis. Number 5, the agent will go back to her office, enter your address into the MLS system, and print out the report. If they have the right technology, it's that easy. Number 6, you will meet with the agent again to receive the competitive market analysis. Don't think that the agent's going to just drop it off, though. The agent wants your business and expects to be able to give you a full sales pitch at this point. In my opinion, this is a fair trade. They're doing some work for you and providing value to you. You owe it to them to listen to what they have to offer. It's kind of like sitting through the timeshare sales pitch to get the free cruise. Number 7, the agent will either give you the exact price or a range. If she gives you a range, press the agent for the exact price. Number 8, after you turn the agent down for her services, she will follow up with you over the phone and an email checking in and pitching you for your business. If this becomes too much, you can always ask the agent to put you on her do not call list. Now, the nice thing about this process is that you're building relationships with an agent. Hold on, let me explain. Once you list your house, you are going to have agents calling to get your business. You can tell them that if you decide to go with an agent, you are going with insert your favorite agent's name here. You now have a name and it's no longer a lie. That will get the annoying agents off your back pretty quickly, but I know you won't ever go with an agent. Why would you do all the hard work and let someone else get paid for it? One last piece of advice before we end this training. You never need to sign anything or pay anything to receive this free market analysis. If an agent asks you to do either, say, no thanks, goodbye. Move on to the next agent. And that's how to get a real estate agent to provide a free competitive market analysis for you. If you have any questions, head over to the Facebook group and ask them over there. Thank you.